What's up guys, welcome to another update video. As you can see, I'm wearing a little microphone. I bought this lav mic a few days ago, so this is the first time I'm testing it out. I'm using my phone, which is probably not a good idea to record with this, so I hope that the audio will be okay. If not, it will be the internal audio of the camera. So in this video, I want to talk about the new bike tour, European Bike Tour Part 2. I'm sorry I haven't really been going out the past days again because it's windy again, it's very rainy again, and it's bad. But anyway, so yeah, European Bike Tour Part 2 is coming up soon. About 2.5 weeks left before I want to make my way back to Riga, Latvia. I'm calling this one European Bike Tour Part 2 because this is kind of like the continuation of European Bike Tour Part 1. If you don't know, European Bike Tour Part 1 is the bike tour that I did last year. For 3 months in autumn, I went to Scandinavia, as well as Germany, Finland, Estonia, and Latvia, and Holland, of course. So if you want to see that playlist, I have a link in the description down below, or in the eye right, I think it was here, not sure. So yeah, that was European Bike Tour Part 1. So European Bike Tour Part 2 is still a little bit unclear to me. At least the first 2 months are pretty much kind of planned out already, but after that the plans are pretty much open, and I'll talk about that, why that is later. First I want to talk about what I know thus far for at least the first 2 months. So first of all, the route. The route is going to be zigzaggy. If you want the full details of my planned route, go to travelingtice.com/tour map. If you go there, you can see all the planned points as well as the points from European Bike Tour Part 1, so you can see where I took which video. It also has 2 new windows which I added recently. One of them is the actual written route that I rode on the map itself, so you can see the exact route that I took. It was recorded by my Garmin, so you can see which streets I was going through. Maybe I passed your house once. You can all check that out there. The second window is the checklist. So each country has its own little bubble, and if I cycle through that country, it will have a little check mark. As you can see, I have a lot of countries to go. But if you go to the default window, you can see my planned bike tour, European Bike Tour Part 2 in the planned stages. As you can see, it's a lot of zigzagging. It goes through most of the European countries. I think I left out Turkey, as well as I think, yeah, Russia and Cyprus, Malta, maybe some other obscure countries that I kind of forgot. I'm not saying that I'm not going to those countries. I might still go there, you know, like it might still happen on this European bike tour. It's gonna happen at some point. Maybe not on this bike tour, but then it's on the next one. Of course, I also left out Great Britain and Ireland. I do want to go there, but I just haven't added them to the list, so I might add those later. So yeah, another thing is Belarus is on that route, and for Belarus I need a visa. Now that process is going kind of slow. I need quite a few things, including an invitation. I haven't really seen any place to apply when I know a little bit of Russian. I mean, my Russian is so bad, and I think an invitation is the only way to go now. But unfortunately, there are no Belarusians that watch my videos, or they're not kind enough to say, you know, I want to invite you to go to Belarus. So that's kind of still in the process. I've also paid like 60 bucks for an online service that could provide me with some kind of invitation for Belarus, but they never replied, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back those 60 bucks. So Belarus is kind of gonna be a little bit of a doubt point. I might not go there, I might go there, but it's still not very clear right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna send an email to another visa bureau close to here. I already went to that place and they said I only had to kind of give a plan of what I want to do in the country and the enter date and exit date. And that should be enough, so maybe I'm just gonna send them all my stuff and see what they can do. So anyways, that's enough about Belarus. So yeah, the reason why I say the first 2 months are gonna be kind of clear. I think that I'm gonna be in southern Germany or still in Poland in like 2 months from now. But a good friend of mine, the One Good Road, is going to cycle across Australia. So he's doing this for a charity, which I think is really awesome. It's a really cool charity that's giving bicycles to people in Africa that need them, and it's making their lives a lot better. Like, cycling makes my life better, but not just in a way to enjoy it, but also just practical. You know, it's very practical. I've seen it in Holland. It's super practical, even more practical than cars. So it's really cool that they provide bicycles in African countries. So if you want to check out Joseph's project, I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can donate. It's really, really amazing what he's doing. And he actually asked me to cycle with him through Australia, which I think is pretty amazing. And I said that first I want to get on the road on my own bike tour, you know, do like the first 2 months and then see what my financial situation is like. I mean, maybe this programming thing is gonna pick up and I'll be able to afford a ticket to Australia. I still am not really making any money with my programming things. I am programming a lot. Making some websites for other YouTubers like Jayo. I'm making a website for him right now, which is going really, really well. And also for some other people, I have some projects running. So then I can show people that I've made some websites, and with that I can make some more clients. So that's good. But yeah, I'm still making these websites for free though. So it's kind of like cool, you know, I can practice my skills, but I'm still not making any money. So it doesn't really help me that much. I think in the long term, it's gonna be good for me. So anyway, so yeah, that brings me to the way of travel of European Bike Tour Part 2. First of all, the gear. I'm gonna bring a lot less gear. I'm probably gonna cut my gear in half. That's my mission right now. I want to get rid of the 2 front panniers. I just want to have 2 in the back and my handlebar bag, and that's it. Like maybe 20 kilos, something like that. That's like half of what I had on part 1 of the tour. So in the next video, I'm gonna get all of my gear from European Bike Tour Part 1 here, get it all together, and I'm gonna filter out the things that I still want to bring. I've got some new items right at the back that I'll add, and then see if I can fit those items all in the 2 panniers and the 1 in the front. That is my mission, so wish me luck with that one, because that one is gonna be pretty hard. I mean, I can leave most of my winter gear at home, and I bought a new laptop, which is quite a bit lighter, and I don't have to carry that big power bank anymore, which I'm not gonna do. Anyway, so video with all of the information of my new gear, my new setup is gonna come soon. The second difference is the pace of the travel. So I was cycling pretty much 9 out of 10 days or 8 out of 10 days or something. And when I was in a city, I was only staying there for maybe 1 to 2 days, and then I was moving on. So part of that was because it was so expensive. I was going through Norway, Sweden, and you often pay, you know, 30 bucks a night, or in Oslo I paid 60 bucks a night for that pension, which is just too expensive for me. So I really needed to move on because it was just expensive to stay in cities. Right now, if I can get this programming thing or just my business going, I can stay in cities or just in places a lot longer. I'm also going through cheaper countries right now where you maybe pay like 10 to 20 bucks a night for something. So that is really, really good, and I really want to make use of that. So I've been thinking like maybe what I want to do is maybe half cycling, half doing something else, or just staying at one place, you know, taking that place in for real, and not just going to the main points and then just move on. Like I really want to experience a city or, you know, a certain place for a longer period of time. So yeah, my pace is gonna be a little bit slower. I'm not gonna be able to cover the amount of distance that I used to do. Like I think it was 3,000 kilometers in 3 months, so about 1,000 a month. I'm right now thinking about 500 to 700 kilometers a month. That's kind of my aim right now. Oh, I totally forgot. The date when I'm gonna leave is gonna be June 1st. June 1st, about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It's about 60% sure, I would say, not 100%, because one of my friends will also pick me up from Hanover when I came back from the European Bike Tour Part 1. He wants to bring me again, but he kind of forgot about it, so he's not sure if he's gonna be off on the day on June 1st. Otherwise, he might be able to do it on June 2nd or something like that. I plan to maybe visit Berlin this time, because last time I visited Warsaw for about 2 days, and I had a short layover in Berlin. Now maybe I'm gonna mix it around and stay in Berlin for 2 or 3 days, and then go to Riga, Latvia. But we'll see how that pans out. As you can tell, I don't know a whole lot about this bike tour yet, but I mean, I like to improvise, and in the end, it's all gonna be fine. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like it if you liked it. Please leave a comment down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.